Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be checking out Ignihyde's dorm song. It is called Unrivaled Aeons. I don't really know what to expect, but let's get going. And as always, if you have a video that you'd like me to react to guaranteed, then be sure to go to my sponsor page, sponsor.app/trailblazer_DDina. Now let's get started. Oh, I did not expect those voices. But I like the music. This background music's good. It's very quirky. I should be paying attention to the lyrics, but this song is too good. Wow, the left guy, his voice is very addicting to listen to. Ooh. That is such a nice voice. The vocal tone is just so smooth. Now his voice is standing out. Oh man, I have so much I want to say about this song. But first, let's let it go to the end. Okay, so first of all, I actually quite like this guy's voice the most out of the two. Now, here are a few reasons. One is that it's a lot clearer, or it's a little hard to hear the other guy's voice, at least for the first half of the song. So it was kind of difficult for me to actually hear him properly because of the background music. The background music was unfortunately a little too loud for my tastes, to be honest. I kind of wish it was a little bit lower so I can actually hear this right guy's voice a bit better. But then in the second half, his voice was a lot stronger, so I was able to hear it a lot better. But overall, I have to say I like this left guy's voice the most. So not only is it easy to hear over the background track, but the vocal quality and the tone that he uses, it's like listening to a super clear bell sound in the middle of the day. I don't know how to explain, but it's a very clear, beautiful tone. It's so pure tone to the point that it feels really nice to listen to. And you know, when you have those wind chimes and you have one that has this particularly one ringing that is so clear and so beautiful. That's basically the feeling I get from this person. I don't know who this VA is, but they have a really nice voice, especially with that kind of tone, which is usually very easy to listen to for most people. And second, it fits the character really well. Now, the guy on the right also has a voice that fits him really well, especially from what I remember from the trailers or the ads. They seem to fit his personality and character very well. The unfortunate thing, like I said earlier, is the fact that I couldn't really hear him because he was singing too softly. And I think this is mostly the audio mixer that's the issue or whatnot. Maybe it was a lot clearer for them, but I just can't hear his voice too well because it blends in too much with the background music. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that was intentional. I'm not really sure, but it made it a little bit difficult for me to know if I actually like his voice or not. But the second half, when his voice is a lot stronger, I think it's not this part. I think it's this part. Okay, maybe not that part. There was a particular part. Maybe it was a little bit closer here. Maybe it was this one. Let's see. Oh, this part. The Zako sugiru desho. And then yeah, this part was definitely the part that made me go, oh, his voice is actually really nice. It's just that this particular part where he sings sugiru desho, and after that, it was like he was singing a higher pitch, but then he sang in a lower pitch, which made his voice a lot stronger, which might be his more comfortable range, is my assumption for those of you who are actually like professional singers or actually saying a lot through your life. Do correct me if I'm wrong. But I do feel like maybe starting from this particular pitch, from Sugiru desho kashiko sugite, I think that must be his like comfortable range because his voice is a lot stronger here. And even after that, it kind of stays in that range. So you can actually hear him a lot better compared to like before when I think it was a little bit higher of a pitch that he had to sing, which obviously made his voice a lot softer. He can't like strengthen it as much. I mean, obviously most voice actors aren't like always professional singers, which is why even if they can sing. So I do think that maybe this particular part and after when he's singing at a lower range might be better for him, mostly because I can actually hear it, but also he sounds a lot more comfortable in it compared to the previous. In the first half, it feels like it's mostly just this guy singing, which I don't mind. His voice is beautiful, but I kind of did want to hear more of him to kind of get an understanding of what I like. But overall, the music itself, the song is so fun to listen to. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I think I don't really have like a particular, like, you know how like in some songs there's like a killing part where you just can't help but want to repeat it in that particular part. I don't think I have one specifically here, mostly because one, as I said, it was hard to hear him and it was mostly him that I could hear. So like there was nothing that really stood out to me because of that. But the background music and then obviously them singing was wonderful. It was a wonderful combination. So it feels like it's one that has the complete package. It's just I wanted one little thing, which is for his voice to be a lot louder so I can enjoy it more, you know? I'm sure you guys can understand that you want to listen to his voice more. Yeah, I kind of wanted to listen to his voice more too, okay? Especially after listening to it in the second half, I was like, no, they should have made his voice a lot louder or something in the first half because I could barely hear him. I think a good example would be right here. Okay, I got distracted for a second, but sometimes I think when he reaches the comfortable range, you could kind of hear him like right here. But then when it's not really the background music, especially when you're doing like a first listen, it's kind of hard to hear. I think if I were to like listen to it on repeat, I would be able to hear his voice a lot better. But I think in the first time when I was listening to it, it was a little difficult for me to like gauge what his voice was so that I can actually like properly enjoy it. But it seems like this one, I'm not really sure what the Disney one is for this. Okay, is this this must be the Hades thing, right? With Hercules? I think that was the Disney one, right? I don't think I watched that one, so I don't really like have a good understanding of what exactly the story was. I think I kind of know it, but like not really. So I don't really have much to say, but clearly the trials is referring to I think it's Hercules, right? I'm gonna need you to what is it? Educate me in that regard. But yeah, trials, and then goddesses of fate, moment of despair. Those are all referring to definitely Hercules, if it is Hercules, and the struggles that they have to face. And then welcome to the underworld, so Hades. Do you have enough memories? I'm not really sure what the L stands for, so if you can give me some information about that, I would appreciate it. And then the hero who always comes in the last minute. Those are all definitely referring to it. And then cut and twisted heart filled with a bad temper. Despair to the edges of the underworld, definitely. Laughing backtrack, dissing you, adding spice for the gods. I kind of find it funny that he's talking about the backtrack when the background track for this song is extremely loud too. But in any case, definitely with the gods and heart-wrenching ending, absolute strongest ruler of the entire universe, loneliness, darkness. It's very much referring to Hercules, and there's not really much else to say except that. It's very clear cut if it is Hercules. I know it's one of the mythologies. I just can't remember if it was Hercules or if it was something else for the Disney movie. I can imagine the movie in my head, but I don't really know which one it is, so that's my guess. But if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I didn't really get to watch many Disney movies growing up. I mean, I did, but it was like when I was like really young, and then I don't remember it, unfortunately. But in any case, I think my favorite is still this guy, although I do like his voice. His voice is nice. It's very nice, actually. But in this song, I feel like I'm leaning towards him. His voice is just too good. Like, it just stands out the most to me. So I appreciate his voice. Let me know who your pick is, or if you just like both of them, and if this is your favorite song, or if you have a different song that you prefer. I think I only have one more dorm song that I would need to check out before I get to check out all the music videos for the dorm songs, and then checking out the Overblot songs. But yeah, I guess we'll see. In any case, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a like, comment below, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!